Baba, and united greetings to you all from your Meherabad family. Although we are not with you in person today, our hearts are joined with yours in love and remembrance of the Ancient One, the one without second, beloved Avatar Meher Baba. I shall never forget how Baba would emphasize to his lovers time and again that he is not the slaves of his lovers, but the slave of the love of his lovers. Baba would tell us that there is no power greater than love. It is this love that moves mountains, creates immortal stories of love, and makes the impossible possible. It is for the sake of love alone that God takes human form as the perfect man amongst men to awaken that force of love within us. He becomes a gauge for all mankind so that we may become witnesses to the sacrifice and selflessness which manifests real love. It is His love in your hearts that has brought you to Meherabad. The seeds of love were sown by Him, and they have sprouted today in each of you. All your efforts and longings to be here today in these gatherings at Meherabad are, in actuality, His call to you, His dear young lovers. Come all unto me. Baba has made it clear that none can dare to cross His threshold unless and until He wishes. Today, you have come this close because He had blessed you to do so. You young ones are in the ranks marching towards the eternal beloved. He has brought you here today to give you His company and to allow you to glimpse His love in action. Remember, this is no small thing, for every blessing carries with it a great responsibility. Not just today or tomorrow as you enjoy His company at Meherabad, but every day of your lives when you go back to your families and friends, to your schools and work. But know well, He will never let you down. Now is the time for each of you to pledge within your own hearts to never ever let Him down by striving to live lives that glorify His presence in your hearts. You all will be participating in this young adult Sahavas at Meherabad. But let your Sahavas with Him stretch beyond Meherabad, beyond Meherabad, beyond all the limitations by keeping His company wherever you are and wherever He leads you. That is the real Sahavas of heart, and it is eternally accessible to all those who are determined to be His. May beloved Avatar Meher Baba's love blessings be on you all evermore. Yours lovingly, Erech.
Can you please tell us the motive of Meherabad Young Adult Sahavas team behind conducting this Sahavas?
Sure. In the very beginning, this was thought of because many of the Baba lovers who were young adults at that time, and it was from 19 to 35, they also were part of the Baba families that would come here from all over India and even from the West. And they were used to Amrtithi, and they were used to Meherabad and Meherabad at a time when it was very filled with lots and lots of people. It wasn't a quiet kind of intimate time where you would get to know the places, you would get to know what really goes on here. You'd have a quiet time at the Samadhi, Baba's Samadhi. It was, people came often through their families or through Baba centers in their towns or in their cities. And what we began to feel here, and particularly from a lot of our young Easterners and Westerners at that time, was it might mean something to young people, particularly young adults in India, to have a different kind of experience of Meherabad and Meherazad and Meher Nazar, and also of the Mandali. Because at that time, we had a lot of the Mandali, you know, Baba's disciples, close disciples. We had a lot of them still alive. And the Mandali at Amartithi, they just Jai Baba, you know, Jai Baba, Jai Baba, that's it. You see them from afar, there's thousands of people, and most of these were part of families that came for Amartithi. Now, it started off in America, where they had at Baba's center there, Meher Spiritual Center, they started having a Sahavas for younger kids, kids who were in high school. And for the same reason, to let these young kids have an experience of Baba's main center, and for themselves, not as part of a family. Let them experience something that's very meaningful to their parents. Let them have their own experience. What does it mean to them? Where do they feel Baba personally? That was a big reason to have that. What do, you know, maybe they feel distant from Baba, but they come along because the family makes them come, or whatever. We wanted them to have their own experience. Is this fine for you? Is this, do you feel his call? Do you feel him? You know, it's up to you. So that happened in the West. And at that time, Baba's sister, who was Mani Asarani, she was chairman of our trust. And she was fascinated with this, what was happening in America. It was for kids high school age, younger than our young adults now. But she thought it was a great idea. She liked it a lot. And she really supported it. And she would send little gifts and all sorts of things to America for these kids every year. And they had it, and they still have it. So that was many, many, many years. That has. So some of the people who had been through that, some of the young adults from the West, who had gone through that, been kids in it, or had been volunteers for it, they came and they were coming visiting here or staying here actually, and they said, and we all thought, why not have this in India? But in India, it was also that it seemed more logical to have it for young adults, and not so much because you're nearby where your families are. Why not these young kids, not high school kids, but young adults. So it started up with East and West. I think 25 people came from all around the world, other countries, not just America, but other countries. And then I think we had maybe 50 young adults from India. So it started out with an idea to exactly the same. Make Meherabad and Meherazad and Meher Nazar, where, you know, Babaji's, that trust office, and also, particularly at that time, the Mandali, more personal with young adults. Because young adults are the future. In the Baba world, that's where this world is going, you know. And the Mandali themselves wanted to interact with young adults just by themselves. Not in the pattern of their grandparents and their uncles and aunties and all of that. No, just themselves at Meherabad, Meherazad, Samadhi, Baba's room. Let them have their own personal experience without any other kind of context. And this is what motivated it. And it was Erich, I remember, where we first presented this idea to Erich, and Erich loved it. Mani was not with us any longer when this started, but Erich was, and he loved it. He said, absolutely. We brought it to Bauji, absolutely. And the trustees, everyone agreed they liked the idea. So it started off, as some of you know, that way. And the motivation is still that. Keep it going. This is Baba reaches his younger ones, I would say, in his own ways. And don't say, well, they have to come through their parents or maybe their friends and they have to read books and maybe go to centers. And well, no, show Meherabad, the pilgrimage site of the universe. Let them have that experience just for them. So that was the motivation and is the motivation for the trust and I think for all the volunteers for this. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Jai Baba. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai.
That's been my focus, is to allow newcomers to experience the Sahavas and give them a little gist of what it feels like to be in the company of God. Because I still feel that even though Baba is not in his physical form, his physical presence is felt very strongly in the youth Sahavas, and I would like more and more people to have that experience. And of course, the people who have already experienced it know what I'm talking about. So I like more newcomers to have this experience. And I feel the ones who actually come and attend the Sahavas are very fortunate to get that experience of what it feels like to be in Baba's presence. And that is truly in the company of God, what definition Baba gave of the Sahavas. Any opportunity you get to do any kind of service for Baba, it's very precious.
Meherabad Young Adult Sahavas is basically being organized every year under the guidance of Avatar Meher Baba Trust to get more and more youngsters in Meherabad receive beloved Baba's Sahavas, his intimate company, his love and grace through organizing different kinds of programs and events over here.
It is not us doing any service, it is Baba giving us that opportunity to work for him. So if you get that opportunity where Baba allows you to do some work for him, grab that opportunity and don't let it go.
In the last 2 years, we've been connected to Meher Free Dispensary, which is in Meherabad, which is basically a dispensary for the very, very poor people who, and over there, the entire health care is given to them free of cost. So for the last 2 years, we were going and having service projects during the Sahavas. And this year, on the 1st of August, we have launched a new program in which all the Sahavasis are getting an opportunity to go and work over there and offer service.
एक्चुअली में जब मैं फर्स्ट सहवास में आया 2001 तो आखिरी में हम लोग से फीडबैक लिया गया था कि क्या क्या हुआ ऐसा. तो इन द फर्स्ट सहवास व्हेन आई केम तो मेरा फीडबैक बस इतना ही था कि इन 10 दिनों में मैंने अपनी पूरी ज़िंदगी जी ली. कोई इच्छा, कोई तमन्ना, कुछ भी बाकी नहीं रह गई. तो दिस वाज माय फीडबैक. तो बस उसी चीज़ को कंटिन्यू करने के लिए मैं हर साल यहाँ चार्ज अप होने आता हूँ कि यहाँ से बाहर निकलने के बाद कुछ रह नहीं जाता है. जो कुछ है सब यही है. बाबा लवर हूँ, बट कभी मैं इतना कुछ बाबा के बारे में जानता नहीं था जो मुझे इस सहवास के थ्रू जानने को मिला और यहाँ पे सेवा करने को मिली। ये सहवासी था जिसके थ्रू हमको आज मेहर फ्री डिस्पेंसरी में वॉलंटियरशिप करने को मिल रही है, जिसके लिए इस बार हम लोग थोड़ा जल्दी भी आए थे और हमने वो किया।
It's a great opportunity to be in his presence and also gaining his attention is the best thing that can happen. And millions of people in this world, there are very few people who come to Meherabad, and there are very few who get an opportunity to be in Sahavas. And I feel very fortunate to be in this event. And the way he works is every year there is a certain progress that happens, and you grow in the experience, you grow in your understanding, you grow in the perspective that you have towards world, and you grow a lot more humble, and you start living the experience, you start living the words that he has shared with us. There is a constant learning that happens, there is constant progress that happens. How you take it and what you get out of it is totally your effort. But it's definitely an opportunity that I think everyone should avail. But provided if he gives you that opportunity. So whenever you get that, don't miss it.
My experience in the Sahavas has been really amazing. It has been a wonderful journey. These 7 days, I can say, have been one of the best moments of my life so far. This Sahavas, when it was the first day of my Sahavas, I felt this Sahavas will be the Sahavas with the Sahevasis. But as and when जो activities हम लोग करते गए, जो social service में हम लोगों ने participate किया, I felt I came closer to Baba, and towards the end I realized that this Sahavas was a Sahavas with the Lord, Sahavas with the avatar of this age, Meher Baba.
Aditya from Hyderabad, and this is my first Sahavas, and I really felt it very happy to be a part of it, and thanks for Baba for giving this lovely chance to be in it.
It's a pleasure आप सबको देख के यहाँ पे आप लोगों का जो enthusiasm है, आप लोगों का जो creativity है.
अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय. We have been coming to Sahavas since 2005, so this is my 7th Sahavas, and I think it's a great opportunity for all youngsters, new and old souls, to come back to Baba, to come home to Baba and enjoy his presence and take him back with you.
पिछले 4 साल से मैं मेहराबाद आ रहा हूँ, बट ये मौका पहली बार मिला है कि मैं सहवास जो अटेंड कर पा रहा हूँ. काफ़ी अच्छा लगा है यहाँ पे, बाबा के पास रहने का मौका मिला है. हर एक एक्टिविटी में उनका फील होता है. I feel I am the chosen one and I would like to continue this. अगले हर सहवास में मैं आना चाहता हूँ.
Actually, the thing is, I was totally detached from Meherabad since 6 years almost. So, मुझे ऐसे लगा कि this is a huge opportunity for me to come to Sahavas and come closer to Meher Baba, more closer to Meher Baba. And actually, I felt like, we get to know more about Baba. We come close to him. We get an opportunity to get into his room, clean the stuff and all. So मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हर किसी ने सहवास में आना चाहिए और ये एक्सपीरियंस लेना चाहिए, according to me.
Jai Baba. We are also happy to have you all. This young adult Sahavas program has been a wonderful experience for us and for you all too, and an opportunity to gather in His love. I would sincerely hope that this continues for many, many years to come, gathering together in His name, in His love. I wish that all these young adults, sooner or later, one day, make it their task, along with their lives in their own cities and towns, wherever they are, to come here and volunteer their services to Baba. Help is needed, especially of young ones now. Not only in Meherabad, but also at the dispensary at Meherabad. With the new program that has been instituted, people hopefully will get encouraged to come more and more. See for themselves what it takes to run this place, even in Meherabad, even at the dispensary. And the old must give way to the new now. Yeah, it's time now that young people come and take this on. So I can only hope that Baba brings you all here. Jai Baba, Uttar Meher Baba ki Jai.
We